Day one was so lovely meeting everyone and reading through all of the blogs. However, this also came with an overwhelming sense of imposter syndrome, as it has been years since I had blogged or even tweeted. So here I was in a technology course and just brushing up on my hyperlink skills. Maybe not the perfect time to dive into HyFlex and blended learning scenarios. But interestingly enough, this brought me ease as I learned I was not alone to find myself hesitant towards the idea of HyFlex learning. And so, after ruling a HyFlex course design off the table, not that it was really on the table in the first place if I'm being honest, I did begin to think about the process of course design that makes the most sense for my current context. And right on topic of current context, we had a great presentation from Mark Faniff, who shared his insights on hybrid learning styles. His passion and success with his own staff and students ensured me that a more asynchronous course is indeed doable. Even more so, he shed light on how to overcome barriers of student technology access, communication, and engagement. Following this was the exploration opportunity of multiple tech tools. While I personally tested out Mural, which I am proud to say I've actually implemented with my students already, I also learned so much and was inspired to continue exploring through the reviews my classmates provided on their blogs. This chapter in the suggested reading for the week asked 5 probing questions that became the foundation of my course design. One in particular was, what are the unique educational characteristics of each medium and technology, and how well do they match the teaching requirements? I immediately knew that I wanted to provide an exploration piece into my course design for my students to run rapid with their own creativity outside of course areas. John Spencer was the perfect gateway to student creativity. One takeaway that really resided with me is his note on critical thinking questions and the importance of framing questions, question stems, and analytical questions. It was important that I took note that even something as small as how we frame our questions can impact our online engagement. With all of this new knowledge used as a premise for my first module, I was then able to take part in a very meaningful discussion with my classmates, in which I learned from my peers the value of online feedback, the value of organized and professional-looking LMSs, and the value of trying new technology. In the efforts of trying new technology, I've leaned heavily on the sharing from my peers and have taken away so much knowledge about these, but even more so have taken away knowledge on platforms I already used, but wasn't using to the full extent, like Seesaw and Google Classrooms. In the continuation of learning new platforms, we also got to dive into some professional course designs and noted that engagement is also highly valued. Next, we learned all about connectivism and the value of interactions. With online interactions comes the art of commenting. Mrs. Ellis, Panda, and her students shared their expertise on this. Further to this, many people shared their acronyms and frameworks they used to guide their own student commenting. The next week, we were given an opportunity to indulge in a webinar where I learned from Dr. Linda Nielsen, who presented an overview on the interpretation of research surrounding course design, focused on and aligned with key programming level learning outcomes, teaching practices from instructional design, cognitive psychology, and teaching and learning research, as well as assessment and adequate preparation for students to perform well. With this came the practical knowledge on the benefits of transparency and students knowing the process of the course design through concept maps, providing more sensory opportunity through the flowchart syllabus option, managing content load through chunking and scaffolding learning, and providing audio rather than plain text. And just like that, what seemed like in the blink of an eye, our final submissions for our course prototypes were being posted. All that I had learned about the importance of student interactions, feedback from the instructor, LMS capabilities, teacher presence, wrapped up in a bow and posted in a final blog. Little did I know that with this course comes a wealth of online courses right at my fingertips. Once again, I was beyond impressed with the work of my peers and the outcome of their courses. What has been amazing to see through the exploration of my classmates' prototypes is how online course design expresses UDL. The online platform is a never-ending gateway to choice and autonomy, varying methods of response, multiple forms of communication, pacing and scaffolding opportunities, and so many of these are built directly into the LMS and technology tools offered. Overall, from this course, I learned that collaboration is an integral piece for online learning. This course provided me with a first-hand experience in the value of online collaborative learning as Bates highlights. Through our blogging, discussions on Discord, sharing tips and tricks on Twitter, and our synchronous discussion time, I was able to experience the benefits of OCL. Thanks to Alex's design of the course, we were provided with multiple opportunities for idea generating, idea organizing, and intellectual convergence. With this and so much more, I'm happy to bring closure to my master's program with this class. I look forward to continue to learn from this community through Twitter, and I thank Alec and all of my peers for the tremendous amount of knowledge that was shared